Okay, dear students, now we are back to our next session of history. So, first session, we started our second lesson of history. That is what is it? That is rise and spread of Islam. We just started it, and now wait. And now we are going to start our next topic, that is Muhammad's teachings. Muhammad called upon his followers to accept Islam. That he asked his followers, who asked Prophet Muhammad asked his followers to follow what? To follow Islam, which means to surrender to the will of Allah, the one and only God. Allah means who is that? We call one and only God. As you know, there are so many religions in the world. Each and every religion, they are used to call God different names. Okay, and Islamic people, Islam calls God one and only God. They call the name Allah. Okay, and the followers of Islam are called Muslims. Islam is a religion, and the people, those who are following Islam, we can call them Muslim. Islam considers Muhammad as God's last prophet. We call Muhammad as a Prophet Muhammad. So, Islamic religion consider that Muhammad as the last prophet. Prophet means the messenger from God. It also recognizes other prophets who preceded Muhammad. Among them are Abraham and Moses, revered by the Jews, and Jesus, the founder of Christianity. These all, they say so, who is Abraham, Moses, as well as Jesus, all were prophet. Like that only, who is considering Islam is considering. So, Muslims like Christians and Jews believe that everyone will have to face the day of judgment. First itself, we come to know that at the beginning of the lesson, we had come to know, or we learned that first early life of Muhammad, he was a businessman. While doing business, he used to travel place to place. That time he read or learned of Christianity and Jewish religious books. That attracted him, and from them only it begins. And now let us see here the points, some of the points are observing. Like Christians and Jews, they are believing, first how do they believe? They are believing at that they say so, or the Christians as well as Jews believes that at the end what will happen? There is a day of judgment. God will come and divide the people, those who are doing sin or mistakes, we can say so, that people will send to the hell those who are good people, those who are doing good things to the people, they are favored to God. So, what they beloved to God. So, what he will do? God will send them to heaven, and this is known as a judgment. And this was believed by Christians as well as Jews. And so, Muslims also start to believe it, and will go to heaven or hell after being judgment. It is therefore necessary for everyone to surrender to God, that is why, and receive His guidance. Since there is a last judgment, so we have to accept God's will and follow the will of God. That is what our Prophet Muhammad says. Okay, and now Islam stresses on the responsibility of every individual to live a life of faith without the help of priest, and hence there is no clergy. There are, however, religion scholars who explain the laws of Quran. And now we can see Islam religion that gives us, that stresses what is they gives us responsibility to all the individuals only. All individual, they themselves have to fulfill the responsibility, and they should not run away from their responsibility. They have to fulfill the will of God, and every individual to live a life of faith. So that since we ourselves are the individual persons, so it is our duty to follow the faith, and there are no need of getting any help of a priest. Okay, we know in Christian religion also there is priest, in Hindu religion also there are priests, and other all religions we can say so there are a priest, we hope. And so here they say so there is a no need of a what, any priest. Individual himself or themselves have to fulfill the will of God. Hence there is no clergy. And there are, however, religious scholars who explain the laws of the Quran. And then also there is no clergy, but also the people, learned people, they are there to explain the Qurans and all. Islam stresses on the equality and brotherhood of man. Islam forces to the people, what is it? To equality as well as brotherhood. You love your neighbor, not to hate them, not to persecute them, not to punish them, and only brotherhood mentality. All are brothers and sisters. Such a way we have to deal it. And all should be considered as equal. Nobody else is on top or nobody else is down. And it prohibits certain things like the worship of idols, the eating of pork, and the charging of interest on loan. And these are the prohibited things by what? Islam. One is worship of idols, then eating of pork, pork means a pig, and the charging of interest of loans. Okay. Now the 5 duties of Islam. What are the 5 duties of Islam? And now we can, every Muslim must correctly, so dear ones,